Let God sort them out. This marks a powerful return for Clipse, pairing their classic drug rap bravado with reflections on time, family, legacy. This is Coke rap with
This is
a
cultural
board of
inappropriate.
directors,
This is culturally
Coke rap with
inappropriate. This
a
is culture,
401k,
culture,
Coke rap
culture. This is
drinking wine,
culture.
right? Wine drinking Coke rap. This is the fourth studio album by the brothers. This is what 16 years since To the Casket drops, which was 2009. Damn, 2009. All the time. The entire thing is produced by Pharrell. It's not Chad is no longer, you know, they're no longer with Chad, but it still has this distinctive like Neptune's energy. It's complicated, but it's satisfying. The blending of the past and the present, the sound that they create. I mean, Pharrell is in his bag on this whole project, and it was a time where we wondered could he still tap into that part for hip hop? He's big. He's given us so much, so much different energy and so much different production and all unique stuff. But like someone's kind of questioning his hip hop bona fides, and he's got all these other endeavors that he's doing. But like, bro, he got it. That dude got it. Pharrell's like, I don't know if anybody's ever questioned his like his like you might question the direction that he goes, but like I don't think any sane person questions his space in terms of being a hip hop producer in like the historical context, right? Pharrell's name's got to be up there amongst the in terms of like what he means to hip hop, like that hip hop space, regardless of all the other stuff he does, like but to hip hop, um, he's in that other echelons of like the Dre of a Timbaland of a Dilla, Timbo. Like if we really go back and look at his catalog, like in terms of hip hop, Pharrell has contributed as much, if not more, than like, and still doing it, still capable and able to do it. To put a project together like this, to even make the decision to start the album off with "Birds Don't Sing." This is this reflective, tragic story. I mean, Malice, Push is talking about the last conversation he had with his mother before she died. And then Malice comes in and he takes the conversation with his dad before he died. And he's like, damn, I had a dad, right? Like he takes a moment to pause in that. And like, I feel both of those spaces. My mother died and my father died. And shout out to y'all who still got parents, man. To open up the project like this is like, it just lets me know that they were from the jump. We on something different. We on, I just reviewed Memphis Bleak joint. We are at the point where older rappers are finding words. They're finding the words to express their current status in life, their current stage in life. Jim Jones could never. Jim Jones could never. This was the conversation we've been having for a while. Influence versus hip hop. And how can we age hip hop gracefully? That is what this project is all about. That opening track to start off like that, there's this like powerful gospel tinged layer that goes throughout that whole thing. You had to kind of sit up from that joint. There's no fillers on this thing, and it's curated. That's what a nigga been asking about. That's what I've been asking for. I'll also say this, by the way. Malice is the standout MVP on this whole project. He goes crazy on every song. Um, at first, it sounds like the typical Clipse, double talk, double entendres, the metaphors. But, bruh, this one track, freaking Ace trumpets, he goes, what do you say? I've never he goes, never leaving home without my peace, like I'm Mahatma. Wait. Bruh, that's a bar. Like, never leaving home without my peace. Like, and for it to come from Malice, like, there is a timeline, right? If you're in the variant world, right? There's a timeline where that word is spelled differently. Never leave home without my peace, like Muhammad. I think he's choosing peace. So he has peace at home, and he's going out into the world, and he is bringing peace with him out into the world. He's made peace within himself. So he's a peaceful soul. And you need that, because it is tragic out there. Outside of that, like, I feel like for myself, like, I feel like my home is an oasis away from all the crap that's going on outside. From just traffic alone, just people sitting in traffic and like real drivers, to the encounters that you meet on the metro, to the date you might have gone on, to the random, you had to go shopping for something, and like, it's a headache. Gas prices, all that stuff. And like, sometimes I feel like I just want to get home and just like close the door behind me, just like almost like I escaped something. So he's like that bar. So it could be that. Never leave home without my peace, like Muhammad. I don't know. I don't think the lyrics came out yet, and I don't know if the lyrics are official. But hold on. What does the lyrics say? Never leaving home without my peace, like I'm Mahatma. So it's spelled Piece, but I don't know. I think they purposely may have in their rap book, in their notebook. It could be the. Oh snap! They did spell it Piece. Oh snap! They did spell it Piece. Never leave my home without my peace, like I'm Mahatma. Oh wow. So like, okay, I don't know if these lyrics are like exact, but or they're like confirmed, because like Mahatma Gandhi is like the identity of, the different dictionary definition of nonviolence. So it could be, I'm thinking it could be, I never leave my home without my peace. There's peace at home. I'm never leaving home without my peace, right? But then it could also be the peace, you know what I mean? Like a gun. And so it's like, there's that double entendre, because it's like, I mean, like, I've been there where it's like, don't leave home without it, on some American Express shit, delivered straight to you if you need to be that way, right? I've been there. But even in that sense, to juxtapose that against Mahatma, right? Like, I'm a peaceful person, but could you imagine Gandhi's strap, right? It's like that. It's like that. I'm a peaceful person, and I want to choose peace, but know that I am capable of incredible violence. That could be what that bar is talking about. Pick whichever one you want. Just as long as you hit that subscribe button, you feel how you feel, right? I'm gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna get to that at another segment. So Malice comes back to the squad, providing this sort of juxtaposition to Push. He not only does it in his bars, but it happens between verse to verse. You know, the back and forth that they have on this thing. And it's all wrapped together in some like amazing production with Pharrell. Pharrell has a fingerprint throughout this whole thing. He even has verses on this joint. You know, his voice is on the chorus of some of these, on the hooks of some of these things.
This is like really Virginia. We're not from New York. We love New York. We're not from LA. We love LA. We love Chicago. We love everywhere. Virginia's just really different. And I might not be a shooter. I'm Mario Puzo. I make the music that I know the gangsters want to listen to. I understand. I know how to do this shit.
Best produced track on the joint is Ibida. This thing is a masterclass in production. The way, the timing of it all, the independent moments with each of these artists interject, the interjections, the ad-libs, the pauses and the timing and the rhythm of it all. It is a match made in heaven on this track. And between the vocals and the beat, everything is, this is one of the greatest producing jobs that I've encountered in Pharrell's work, and for anybody. So study this one. There's a bar here though. So on top of that, the bars is dope. There's a bar here. I don't know. I think it might be, no, this is Pharrell saying this verse. I don't know if he wrote this verse, but yo, they say this joint go, just to get from A to B and ain't drive it to C. So a car, A to B, right? I ain't even go see it. The police, the Eiffel Army won't turn the parades off. God bless Takeoff. Shout out Takeoff. He goes, I said I want a Rolls Royce with the drapes off. And it ain't electric, so it's way off. And then Push comes in, send it back. Like, there's an echo, a bit of a voice. It's like, send it back, just to kind of punctuate what Pharrell was talking about in his verse. Send it back, sending for the Gordo Pies, picked up the Turo and drive straight up the 405. And he just goes into his verse and just runs with it. Baton passed, gone. Just the give and go of it all. That handoff. It's an ad lib, but like the preposition that Pharrell's like, yo, I mean, I did order it with no curtains, with no drapes, right? And I wanted the electric version. Like to know like a Rolls, like imagine. Could you remember back when you had to buy the car that was there in front of you? That's the one you had to get. It's a different space when it's like, I want the one with the gray interior. Not that one has the white interior. I want, like, you customize that joint. That's a different, and it's like, you don't have to be a Rolls Royce for that, but like, it's a different level. Like I remember like you getting what, you know, being in that space where it's like, hey, this is what we got on the lot. This is what you getting. It's gonna cost an extra $1,000 if you want to customize that. Another $2,000 for this one if you want to customize. You like, nah, you know, I get that bitch. Stop. When you get to that place, and I am manifesting that for you, get to that place where you like, I want the heated steering wheel. I want the joint where it's hybrid. Like, oh, where is it at? It's in, you have to ship it in from where? Okay. That's the one I want. And I want it in green, forest green, right? Oh, and those rims, yeah, I don't like those. I'm not going. No, I'm not getting no aftermarket joint. I'm getting from y'all the clean joints, right? That y'all the clean joints, and I want a roof rack on my shit, right? And you come back and like, oh, okay, oh y'all customize you, and you got the bread to do that, and like, yo, where's my roof rack? Send it back. Send it back. That is a new space for a lot of us. That's a new space for a lot of us. And and they just like they doing that for a rose. Of course, I mean like with how much money you paying for that thing, it's like just send it back. They be having, bruh, the way they be telling niggas that they broke. So that's my favorite produced track. I think that's the best produced track. My favorite track, like that is just got me in a headlock, is POV. POV, bro. The joint with Tyler the Creator. That beat goes in, and something about it feels urgent. Something about it feels like oh we about to go. It's this is a train in motion. I love the way like it's like a perfect double dutch. You remember double dutch with the two ropes? I feel like it's a perfect double dutch rhythm, and they just jump in and out of that joint back and forth. Before like no chorus, they just like boom, my turn. I'm just hopping on mic, and they just like almost like the Red Bull Cypher kind of joint. It's like a cypher session that they're doing in this thing, double dutching. This track is a microcosm of what this project Let God Sort Him Out does best. It's got the sharp drug rap legacy joint on there. It's introspective, the maturity, it's bold, the sonic sound is different. There's like almost like a little video game sort of like electro current that happens that Pharrell put up in that thing. It's cerebral, it's stylish. The whole thing is confrontational. Something about it just makes it feel like it's a gym track for sure. It's a gym track for sure. Like I mean I get hyped just listening to that joint. It's countlessly it's undeniably replay worthy. Tyler is on this joint and easily the best feature on this whole project. We're talking about a project that has Kendrick on there. We have Kendrick on this joint. We got Nas gives us a verse. Ab Lava. Stove God cooks. Shout out to Stove God. I featured him on that project Soul Burger like some time ago. Like to see that, and it's like, and then of course you have Pharrell that adds, he has verses and stuff in the joint. Bruh, when I see people feature on a project, I see it as a cosign. Like, and so you have Nas and Kendrick on the same project. The heir apparent to greatest diss track of all time, Ether. I always thought it was the greatest of all time. All right, I might be biased, but and then who took that crown and took it to a height that I don't think we will never see what Kendrick did with Not Like Us. As dope and as revered as Ether is, Not Like Us is in a different stratosphere. The shit won a Grammy.
This is culturally inappropriate.
It still got Drake crashing out talking about what did I miss? Like, what you mean what you miss? You saw all of that. We see you see all of that. We see you go through all of that and you still ain't get over it. This reminds me of the Alanis Morissette joint here, right? The cross that Drake has had to bear that Kendrick gave to him. He's going to have to make one of these tracks. One of these Alanis Morissette, but like Alanis Morissette is way too introspective. Drake can't give us anything authentic. He's just not built for that. So like I don't know if he'll ever get there. Like I don't want to hear him rap it. I want to hear him about the growth, the experience. How did it feel to take this L? But like, how did you feel internally? What emotions that you feel like you had to dissect and had to like unearth within yourself? He's never gonna give us anything like that, bro. You got Kendrick on this album with Nas, both of them coming off on this industry. That's the cosign. One's old school, one's new school. Add lava. That's for the old heads. That's for the old school Clip fans, right? Boom, drew that in. You have Cooking Soul, just like super underground. Not two supers, but at least one super underground. Cooking Soul. That's like these are people that matter to me, and they're saying this shit is dope. I trust their judgment. But even before I heard what they had to say on this joint, I'm listening to this project and it is it's their best project. It's the best top to bottom. I've liked every song. I hit a I hit the like button on every freaking track. I even liked there was this one track. I think it might have been the Inglorious Bastard joint that took me a couple listens before I was like, oh wait, you know what? That was on me. My bad. I wasn't seeing what was happening on that one. I came to that joint late. But back to POV, man, it's bro, the clips will tell you that whatever it is that you're doing right now, whatever it is you think you're doing, you think you're getting it, the clips will find a way, especially Push. Push will find a way to let you know that you are not good for you. I love that for you, but you are not on his level. They just be inventing what this dude said. No one tells you you're broke the way the clips could tell you you're broke. Tell me I'm broke without telling me I'm broke, right? It's they invent. Okay, so Joyce say the only Audi here is driven by my au pair, and he says like that, my au pair. So he's saying au pair. Some of y'all don't even know what that is. An au pair. Don't even know what that is. It's pronounced au pair. It's French. This is a babysitter, a glorified babysitter. Like they have like a work visa. They come in from like different places around the world. You know, they don't have to be French. And this nigga's like, the only Audi we're talking about here is driven by my au pair. So, hey, a couple things happening here. I have a fucking au pair. Right? That's one. I can sponsor a whole human being to come over here to be a nanny. We have babysitters here in America. We have nannies and stuff. No, an au pair. Secondly, we provide a vehicle for the au pair. Like a whole vehicle. Like this person is, they could catch the bus or the metro or something like that. No, we don't need to take our kids around and stuff like that. And I got something to do. My wife got something to do. We'll just get a throwaway car and give it to the au pair. What you get her? An Audi. You get an Audi for the au pair. Right? It's basically your butler. And pronounce it au pair. It's the same way Kanye was like, I don't know how to pronounce nothing past that Versace. Let me say Versace, right? Past that Versace. Pronouncing Versace. It's like the way to still keep it like G and to keep it black, you gotta mispronounce that. All pair, right? Because I just got the money. I'm still a nigga here in this bit, right? But I got the money and I'm doing a little better. I know, but I might not know how to pronounce nothing, but like I'm on a different level than y'all fools. This dude say, Man, listen. Oh my gosh, listen to this verse. Sand color Rolls Royce. We like Saudis here. The only Audi here is driven by my au pair. Ghostface with the wrist. Bird Falconer. Willie Falcone. Trunk full of talcum hair. Shotgun with your ex. Feels like Malcolm's near.
This is culturally
Message,
inappropriate.
right?
This is culturally inappropriate.
Send a hit through a text. Ain't no shouting here. That's some like mob shit. That's some like high level La Familia type shit. Ain't no shouting here. Bypass MIA. Too much crowd in there. I spent summers with connects. Love that mountain air. It ain't no back alley joint. Ain't no hand to hand type shit no more. It's we had a resort in the mountains somewhere. Maybe I'm even at the farm of that joint, right? And you up in the mountains, you got your private security, you know what I mean? Y'all like doing like some major deals. But even then it's like legit deals happening at the top of a ski resort. Different kind of mountains. Right? Different kind of mountains. But like I'm up here now. Even you guys a bar that said like if the air ain't thin where you at, you ain't you're not high enough. You're not elevated, you're not enough elevation. If the air ain't thin, you not on my level, bro. This joint is like visceral. Like together, they are both immaculate on this thing. They match well together as usual. The dichotomy of how Malice is coming to it now is very pronounced on this thing, and you would like never know because Malice does the thing where he'll get into the reflective thing and he'll spit the bar as in like, but if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss it. That he's like transitioning into that, but being more like, here's what I went through, and I'm just gonna describe what I went through. So hopefully you don't have to hope today. You ain't gotta do that, right? Kind of thing. And to kind of like give the shout out to Bonafides, like no, like here's the details of the shit. I could tell you the details of the joy. He said pack so
with a fetty so strong you gotta bag it with one
eye closed like
Fresh Prince jacket, boy, I cook them to the inside out.
His religious venture, and then coming back to this thing. While Push is still heavy snow globe, you know what I mean? Just like he's very much the energy of Mike Tyson blow to the face, right? And it's okay for them to live together in this space because they form like a yin yang, just like the new yin yang twins, the true yin yang twins off of this thing. Like if you listen and dig into what Push is talking about, even he's still showing like an elevated psyche, a status, growth within himself, and like more confidence within himself. Like, bruh, the way Push loves himself, this dude maintains a cold-hearted hustler persona. He is unapologetic, he's precise, he is versatile, but he's poignant. The way that Push loves him some Push, he loves himself, and the way he dismisses everybody else, just like cast aside almost like ants in his universe. I wish that kind of self-love for all of y'all out there. All that had that much confidence in yo shit, and it just comes through on those bars. Meanwhile, Malice is, he's conscious. He shows the wrestling between street life and his spiritual life, and he has one line on one bar. He's like, was I pushing death? Like, yes, yeah, you were pushing death. But he still has. Because he's more reflective on it. And he brings that out more in the bars. So he's the more reflective voice, while Push is more the celebratory voice. Like, we've we've done the work and all of this stuff. We're gathering the harvest. I feel like he is bringing Malice is bringing it that big brother energy. He's bringing it forth on this thing, and I don't, there's been a lot of growth with Push, so I want to say like, but there's still work to be done. That he could get beyond the
This is culturally inappropriate.
I mean,
This is
he's at a
culturally
stage right now.
inappropriate.
Like this is it. At that point, like you should be celebrating, and I love that for him. He should be celebrating as well. But there's just a heads up, what's around the corner. You're gonna become Mal's age, and Mal has come full circle, and back to bringing out this project. He's learned a lot, and he has that wisdom to pass on, not only to just the listeners, but I think specifically he's like, I used to do this project with my little brother, and there's a lot of sharing and there's a lot of wisdom that I felt like I was able to pass down in those episodes. People watch, people might have hit the like button, all that kind of stuff, but like in the moment, like we were present. There's those times where it just becomes present. Forget the UV cameras. I'm just having a conversation, and I feel like that comes through on this project. That there's some times where it's like, I think this is between them.